All right, let's get happy hour and yap. So, I used to work at a large corporate gym, and one of the most frustrating things that I kept seeing over and over again was I would work with women who worked so hard to lose weight, and it was like fighting tooth and nail to lose even like 5 pounds. But then once they weren't like trying to lose weight, it would all come back. And my approach to weight loss has always been that maintenance is where the magic happens, first of all. And so the hardest part of weight loss is literally preparing for weight loss. And so if you do not have maintenance for a while, if you're not at your maintenance calorie, if you are don't have the basic habits of a good sleep routine, stress management, movement, etc., then it is going to be very hard for you to lose weight in general. However, every single woman that I worked with had all of those. They would work very hard and they would never lose weight. Or they would lose the weight, but then as soon as they came back off the diet, they'd gain it all back. One of my other theories of weight loss is we don't cut out foods that we love. So I know there's a lot of like trendy and fatty diets that are like cut out carbs or eat this way or eat high protein or this or that. And my thing is you should be eating in a deficit how you would eat in a normal like maintenance weight normal day. And so we are not cutting out the sweets that you love or happy hour with the girls, hey, or ice cream with the kids. We are keeping that in because if we're cutting that out and then adding it back in, is that the thing to make us gain weight? And so my two theories of magic at the maintenance and all foods fit that never seemed to really work for some women. Some women had great success with that approach. However, there were other women where we'd be working together and it was just like every week, like, why is the scale not moving? What is going on? Why aren't you seeing the results that I know you're working so hard for? Because I've seen your food logs, I've seen you work out. We have the perfect plan in place, but you're still not losing weight. And so, what I started realizing when I was working at the corporate gym was there was a difference between the women who could see the weight loss and keep it off, and the women who really struggled either to lose weight or to lose weight and keep it off. And the difference came down to hormonal symptoms. And so this caused me to really lean in. So, what was going on with the women who could actually achieve this? They weren't having bad periods. They slept through the night. They didn't have digestive issues. They didn't have skin issues, hair issues. They just kind of had a different type of approach to their lifestyle that really helped when it came to weight loss. And then I looked at my group of women who really struggled to lose weight. And a lot of times it was of course, the type A perfectionist, right? The women who had really bad periods or who were diagnosed with something like hyper or hypothyroidism, PCOS, endometriosis. It was the women who put everyone else first, who were very stressed, who were very high performing in their job, who struggled with sleep. These were the women who, no matter what they did, it was so hard for them to achieve weight loss and keep it off. And so I took one of my clients kind of as like a test dummy and not calling her dumb at all. She is fantastic. And we started really working on her hormonal symptoms. We looked at like she's the type of woman who prioritizes everyone else first, right? Like everyone else comes before her. And then if there's time, she'll do her workout or her thing or whatever. And so we started really like adjusting everything. How can we make you first? How can we pour into your cup before others? We started looking at her sleep habits. We started looking at like why was she waking up in the middle of the night? Why was she not able to sleep through the night? Why was she really fading at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Or 2 a.m. Or 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. where she needed either like a nap or another coffee. We started looking at why she was feeling her periods were very consistent, but why was she still feeling like a lot of period pain? Why was she always feeling super lightheaded and bloated? And we had all of these symptoms. And I was like, you know what? We're going to really start focusing on how we can reverse all of these symptoms. And while we were reversing the symptoms, she still sat at maintenance. She still really focused on these good habits of, trying to get her sleep, stress management, getting her walks in daily, her movement, all of the things, like making sure my dog just knocked that off. So there we go. Making sure that she was eating a certain way, eating the certain calories and macros that she needed to fuel her body. And while we were doing that, we also came up with like a supplement plan and tweaks to the nutrition and tweaks to her movements. And slowly we started seeing a lot of these symptoms come back. And when I felt like it was a good time, and this took months, when I felt like it was like a good time to put her back into a deficit, the craziest thing happened. She lost weight like that, just lost it. And she was afraid. She was like, I am just going to gain it all back. This is like, I'm just not meant to lose weight. And I was like, let's see. And so in our deficit, which we kept her in for 3 months, she lost 15 pounds, which is very, very good for a 3-month deficit. And she lost, I forget how many inches she lost. And then we reversed her out of the deficit. And of course, the whole way she was like, I'm just going to gain this all back because that was her experience before when she had all of these symptoms. However, we reversed her back. She still has that weight off today. And it's been almost a year. And so, really, when we are having hormonal symptoms, that is the thing that is preventing you from losing weight, from hitting a PR, from getting toned, from feeling really good on your skin, whatever your goal is. When there's hormonal symptoms, we need to work on those first. And that is why I came up with a method called the hormone first method, where we really just focus on those symptoms that are potentially holding you back from your big goal. And it's not the sexy work. It's not fun. It's not like all of a sudden you're like losing weight like this the second you're, focusing on your hormones. It's like the stuff that needs to happen. It is the foundation for everything so that you can achieve this bigger goal. So when you are struggling to lose weight or get toned, hit PRs, feeling good in your skin, etc., I want you to know it is not your fault. It is 100% not your fault. But if you want to achieve those things, you need to look underneath the hood at what's going on with your hormonal symptoms first, and then it will be very easy to lose the weight, get toned, etc. I always say that your deficit should be the easiest part of losing weight, which sounds crazy because I know a lot of times that we make it sound like the deficit is like so hard. It should not be hard. The hardest part is maintenance, but that is where all the magic happens, including nourishing your hormones. So I want to hear from you. Are you struggling to lose weight? How long have you been trying? What kind of diets, workouts, etc. have you tried? Let me know. And then also start digging into what your hormonal symptoms are telling you so that we can reverse those guys and you can actually be successful with losing weight. And if you have any questions, I am here for you. Otherwise, cheers, and I will see you next time. Bye.